Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of building my dream park in theme park Tycoon 2. So let's get straight into this. Today we are going to build the inside of the cave. I got a lot of suggestions from you guys and I've decided to build the dragon's lair. The nest where the eggs are laying is going to be in here. I'm going to do it in the middle, so you will see it 2 times. One when you fly by and 1 time when you enter the breaks. So let's make that. First we're going to need, of course, a floor because we don't need grass inside. It's going to be rock. So I'm just going to add a small layer of rock around here to get this color and, of course, make it rock. And I'm just going to lay it all over the floor here. And that's the floor made. Now we have, we can build on something. That's nice. There's going to be a wall here. And I'm probably going to add some buildings for this area. So I have a small idea. I'm not going to tell you yet, but I know what the theme is going to be for this area here. And I'm going to place some buildings in here because I just love that theme and I want to really challenge myself for that, so that's going to be really cool. But yeah, the dragon nest is going to be here, so I'm going to add the roof as less, otherwise it's going to be really annoying to build inside. So first let's add some more rocks on this side. Let's make it feel a little bit more like a cave, and of course I will be doing that with a lot of rocks. Okay, and I'm probably going to add the wall around here, so it's going to connect here. It's going to be quite interesting on how I'm going to do this because the station is here. So let's this will be interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do for this wall is actually make it as thin as possible, so I have as much as room as possible because there isn't a lot of room in here. This will be really hard to try and make look good, but I will still be trying, of course. I just have to look if nothing goes through the roof inside the station, so that's quite hard. And I also have to look if it doesn't hit any of the rocks in here. And I don't think I have a lot of room, like I have like this tiny of a room and then it's already hitting. So I cannot add a lot of thick rock, so this will be really fun to make. And I think we can actually add some really cool crystals in this cave to give it a really ambient color. And I think I'm going to use mainly blue for this, of course. Castle is blue, everything is blue here. And I think that can give some really amazing color in this cave. I still need to add close this hole and of course this whole wall here. But I think one of the hardest parts is this, and we're done that, so that's great. So let's continue with this wall. And before I continue building, you can now vote for Rcx Awards. Yes, Rcx Awards. What is Rcx? Rcx is a big theme park Tycoon 2 event. You can vote for your favorite YouTuber, builder, everything. You can even vote for hottest theme park Tycoon 2 YouTuber, and you of course know who's going to win that. But it's also an event where you can build booths and show what you're doing. So vote now. In the description is the link at the top. Vote now. Let's continue. Alright, and that's this wall finished. I really like the shape as well. I don't know why, but it's looking really good. I think I'm just going to make the eggs now. First we need some hay bales to make the nest. So let's make kinda a round thing. I have no idea how big the dragon eggs are. I think probably something like this is big enough. And of course this is just the bottom. Let's fill this really quick in. Alright, let's make it a little bit bigger on the edges. And it will look really weird right now, but I will fix that later, guys. We will add some sticks and of course make some rocks on the side so it doesn't like float on the edges right here. Just like that. Now it's actually looking like it's in the rocks. Add some sticks and then we're going to add the eggs, and I have no idea how to do that yet. So now the eggs. I think I want to make 3 different eggs with 3 different colors, probably also glowing. So green, poison, blue, water probably, and red for fire. Let's see how we're going to add those eggs, because of course we have these balls, but oh, too many items. But we have some really big and small balls. I don't know if this will really look like eggs when I place them like this. Does this look like eggs or more like a face? Let's get some smaller spheres and let's detail some of these eggs. Alright, that's probably quite good for the green one. Let's do the same for the red. And the last one for the blue. Something like this is fine. Okay, let's get a orb so we can actually give them some light. Oh, that's a really big orb. What I'm going to do is place one so I can still reach it. Probably around there. Now we need to actually give it the right color. So this is going to be red. The range needs to be way less, but brightness quite high. Alright, and I think if we make it dark and increase the stats a little bit, I think when you fly past this, it actually kinda looks like X. I'm going to add some smoke so you can not really see the bottom of this, so it even looks more like X. That's perfect. You cannot really see the X, but when you're flying around it, you kinda see it like from the other side and here. That's really good. I'm happy with that, so let's make it day again. Now that we have the dragon eggs, we're going to add a lot more crystals, a little bit of nature vines and stuff in the cave, so it really looks like cave, because now it's just, yeah, I don't know. Alright, so for the crystals, I'm probably wanting to have different shades of blue. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, maybe even a different tint. I think maybe this is a little bit too much. I think these 4 colors can come really good, so let's place these all over the cave, and of course when we have a roof we're also going to place on the roof, so let's place these right here and here. Let's add some of the roof already, so I can also place some crystals and some vines on top of that. Let's add some more crystals right here, also right here. And that's already giving a really good vibe in the cave. Of course it's still quite dark, but I really want to have the X as the main focus. So yeah, I'm really happy with the vibe of this. Now we're going to add some more greenery and some vines. And I don't want it to be too much green. So just some bushes on the ground, probably some vines hanging from the ceiling. But that's it, I don't want any trees or big bushes in this, just so it's a little bit of moss. And let's add some sticks too. And before I forget it, we need to add some supports for the coaster. Otherwise the coaster is here just flying. You're not really seeing it when you're of course in the coaster, but just for me it needs to have supports. And these supports aren't of course too special. It's just one beam in the ceiling, and that's I guess it already. Yeah, something like this, and then all over the track. These are just the small details that really make it real. You're not seeing it, you will probably never see it, but when you know it's there, it becomes quite realistic. So alright, now that is done, we're going to add some vines, and we're going to do that with, if I'm right, rope. Let's get some rope. Let's paint it a tint of green. It doesn't really matter because you'll probably never see it. As you can see, it's already looking 10 times better with all those vines. Especially when it's dark, you're not really seeing them, but it still looks amazing. So now I need to finish the roof, add some final details, some more vines, some more bushes and stuff. So let's do that in the form of a time lapse.
let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sunset's on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm sunny, you love it, come on, give me something. I know that you want it, boy. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. You love me right.
Alright guys, I am extremely happy with how this turned out. I was not expecting it to be this good. I actually really love this area and I think this is by far the best themed thing I've built in this park so far. But that's all the time I got for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe and leave a comment. And guys, I will say, as always, goodbye.
I was just somebody longing for someone to hold me. It could be